And Ivory Coast is also preparing for presidential elections, the first since a civil war broke out there in 2010. More than 3,000 people were killed following that count after former President Laurent Gbagbo refused to hand over power. Gbagbo is now awaiting trial before the International Criminal Court for war crimes, but there are fears that fighting could reignite between his supporters and the opposition's. Fidelis Mba has more.
Some victims of the violence which followed elections 5 years ago are buried in these mass graves. Tens of thousands of people were lucky to escape to neighboring countries, where some remain in exile. It took UN-backed military assistance to end months of civil war. Now people have a chance to vote again. But supporters of the former president Laurent Gbagbo are angry.
We have an electoral commission that is at the mercy of the government. That's why we are protesting, so that we can have a transparent and independent electoral commission.
And analysts fear there could be violence.
It wouldn't be surprising to see some localized violence here and there, as we have seen earlier this month with demonstrations. This shows that there is still a potential for political violence.
Many people feel threatened because some former rebels didn't surrender their weapons. The elections are seen as a critical test of the West African nation's stability, as its improving economy attracts foreign investors.
You know, all over Africa, when there are elections, there is also a little bit of tension everywhere. We are used to it, and we just go with it. We do what we can do.
Incumbent President Alassane Ouattara and opposition candidate Pascal Nguesson are the main contenders for the top position. But whoever wins, many people in Ivory Coast are hoping the violence of the past won't return to damage their future. Fidelis Mba, TRT World.